Hello everyone. Today we're gonna talk about the indexed queue. This one was mainly made to work with things like page view controller, tabbed view, things like that, right? So what it basically does is turn the page slide transition into a uh, a driver that drives our timeline animations, right? As simple as that. So we're gonna add some cool animations to these pages. Right now, they already look cool. I'm not gonna lie, but we're gonna make them look even cooler when we add some animations to it. So the first thing we wanna do is we're gonna wrap our pages with something called Cue.indexed. It's expecting the index of the page and a controller. Now the controller here is of type index Q controller. There is already something called Cue page controller, which extends the regular page controller. It has all the stuff and some extra for Cue to operate, right? So this controller works with the view page controller because, as I said, it's just extending it. And right now, so now Cue can accept this controller. We need to hard reload. So yeah, as I was saying, Q will now accept this controller. So the first thing we're gonna do is add some uniform effects on the cars as a whole. I'm just gonna add some scale from 85%, or so that when we do something like this, the page will scale to the inactive page will scale up as it becomes the active page, right? So now though I added the scale, I'm noticing a lot of space. Maybe I should remove the horizontal margin. Yeah, this is looking much better. I also want to add some slide on the y-axis to something like -0.05. So it goes up as it becomes the active page, right? But this is uniform page view animation. There's already a lot of packages that can do this. It already looks cool, but the kind of control I was looking for when I designed this is to be able to animate each element or each block of this UI as I slide through the pages, right? So now with Q, since we have a queue here, we can make any element animatable by simply wrapping it with an actor and just adding the acts, right? So let's start with this, right? I want this to give like a feeling of I want to look like it's sliding down from behind this big image, right? I'm not improvising right now. I already know what I'm gonna do. I just want to do it as you guys watch, right? So what we're gonna do here is wrap this with an actor so we can add some acts on it, as I said. I'm just gonna say clip height. We've already used this. Now look what we have. This one is acting as we slide, right? But I don't like the alignment here. We can bottom center. So yeah, watch this. Now it looks like it's sliding from sorry, it looks like this image is sliding up to reveal these thumbnails, right? We can we can add some scale from something like, yeah, we can make a fade in from, need to fade in from 0.5. We don't want to fade from 0.5, so it looks like this. Already looking cool. Look. You can create this kind of effects using the other packages that work on page transformation or whatever. All right, so I tried something earlier and I really liked it. I'm gonna add some parallax effect to this, so it looks like only the mask of the image is going up, not the whole thing. So we're gonna make this image an actor as well. X, parallax. I'm gonna slide, not padding, sorry. Parallax. I'm gonna add slide of 0.2. This worked for me earlier. In the vertical axis, right? Not the horizontal axis. This is gonna look cool. Watch this. Oops. Watch this. How cool is that, right? So the whole idea is to be able to animate any of these items, right? So we can even come here and add something like fading and slide up, right? Through this bottom part right here, bottom info bar right here. Watch as I go. It slides. It's not there when the base is not active. As I slide it into the active index, the animation has. How cool is that? Watch this. Right? I'm gonna add one last effect here to the card. I'm gonna add some 3D rotation. I always like these. 3D from. Well, yeah, 2 is gotta be a 0, right? The target is gotta be a 0. We want to be from rotation 3D. You're gonna do something like this. And wait. So perspective, we gotta add a minus perspective, so they are doing so. But right now, sorry, we're gonna add some minus perspective, so they are bending outward, right? But right now, when the rotation is in one direction, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like that subtle carousel effect I'm looking for, right? It doesn't look like that. Why? Because we are rotating in the same direction. What we can do is, okay, right now we are rotating from Y to rotation 0. That's the default, right? I'm gonna keep it here just so you guys know, understand what I'm getting into. Right now we're rotating from 20 degrees on the y-axis to 0. This is for the forward animation. As I said before, forward is going from a smaller index to a bigger index. Right now I'm going from 0 to 1. This is going forward. If I go from 1 to 0, this is going backwards, right? So what I can do is I can set a reverse behavior. By the way, Q has comprehensive reverse behaviors. I can say exclusive, which means only run this when the animation is going reverse, right? I can say none. I can set it to none, which means don't run this animation when you're going backwards. Only run it if you are going forward, right? Mirror means do the same. Reverse means reverse equals the forward motion, the forward tween. But what you can do is set a reverse motion here and reverse delay, right? By the way, this is an act. This has nothing to do with what kind of cue in here. All right, this works on any type of cue. Of course, some cues don't support reverse animations, but it's gonna be there, right? But the cue will not play the reverse animations to start with, but the option is there. And I also got another option, which is 2, which this one allows you to set a motion and a reverse tween, right? But like not a complete reverse tween, you just set the new uh, target. So normally this will go from here to here, and when you play reverse it will go from here to here. But setting a reverse target, when you play forward you go from here to here, then you reverse to here, so you go from here to here, right? So I'm just gonna, yep, set something like this. See what we got. Now we got something like that's looking like a subtle carousel. It's got that a little bit of bending. We don't want to go all the way, just like something like this. How cool is that? All right, thank you very much for watching.